Evening. Oh, it's been a long day today. Day 3 back on the water, and we're currently on 26.8 miles, and I've got to go over to that there. It might look close, maybe it doesn't, but it's still a good 6 miles away. And I'm averaging about 3 to 3.5 miles an hour at the moment. So since the tide has turned and it's coming down this fjord the wrong way. Anyway, I left my amazing new quartet of friends in the tiny little place, they call it a place, of Rossevåg yesterday morning, and they waved us off. And then I just had the lumpiest of annoying waves, kind of 1/2 meter high, but really close together. So there's no room to kind of even just kind of pump down the wave like you would pump down a little hill on a mountain bike, because the next wave is on top of you. And that means you get sprayed from head to foot every single wave. And I was just soaking wet. So it wasn't the most enjoyable time on the water yesterday, but I got my miles back in, 17. Could be better, but I'm incrementally getting fitter again. And then I had this lovely Facebook invite to the Jaeger Adventure Camp, which is this brand new place, and this guy called Gauta is running the Facebook page, and he said, yeah, you could stay, of course you can. No worries, come anytime. How friendly is that? And his dad, Trond, was waiting for me on the pontoon, and he'd cleared some space for the Schiller Bike. And Trond was one of these, he's an old guy, but he's just a worker. His fingers were like thicker than my wrist. Made me feel bad about myself. But this guy was just a striver, and he built this entire place in the last 18 months. And they gave me a whole cabin to myself, and then Trond and his cat made me some dinner. I'm pretty sure the cat had something to do with it. It's very fishy.
Of course.
This is perfect.
No, you go down from there.
And it was just delicious. Oh, I can't tell you how much I need this. Sauna time! Woohoo! I set off this morning, and I've been out for 8.5 hours on the water so far, and my butt is starting to hurt again. Damn it! I just can't escape it. And for all of those kind of keen cyclists amongst you, there's nothing you can do on a normal bicycle to, you know, save your behind. When you're out here for 8 to 11 hours every single day, it's going to be painful at the best of times. It hurts to sit on a sofa for that length of time, as my friend Andy likes to tell me, because he does it all the time. But out here, it's like riding a rodeo, even in the smallest seas. And I'm just slipping left and right and back and forth, and anyway, we don't want to get into that. At some point it's going to be messy again. But on the whole, it's been a really lovely day. The wind has been low. Most of the time the waves have been low as well, and I've made good progress.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Yeah, good day.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
And I just avoided the stumpiest boat I've ever seen. And oh, hey, you might be wondering why I'm not wearing my life jacket. So I'm paddling along on Schiller, and I'm not going to fall off. There's no way. My feet are in the pedals, and it would be the equivalent of, if I had the balance or the lack of balance to fall off this thing, it would be the equivalent of having to wear a bicycle helmet just when I'm walking along the road. And I've got good balance. I don't need to wear a helmet when I'm walking on land. So don't worry about me. If I ever feel like I'm in danger, then the life jacket goes on and I'm tethered to the bike and all of that stuff. I'm just enjoying it today. I've kind of turned my Schiller into an office as well. Towards the end of next month, we've got the 3rd Yestival. If you haven't heard about Yestival, I accidentally set up a community of adventurers. You can read between the lines and it says cult, but it's not a cult. It's just a group of people who really like to make the most out of life, like you, like all humans, I'd like to think. And we've got our 3rd Yestival coming up. It was voted last year in a couple of different magazines, one of the top 10 micro festivals in the United Kingdom. I'd like to think at some point it will be the top, but all in good time. So have a look at sayyesmore.com/Yestival if you're interested in that stuff. Lots of adventurous speakers and people with amazing stories. And everyone there is very cool. So I've been making a few calls about that, listening to a couple of audiobooks, and now hoping that the sky, which is starting to look a little bit cloudy despite the sun doing its best to peek through, oh, it's actually doing really well peeking through for the first time in the day. I'm trying to get in before it starts to spit on me. I'd like to get the tent up tonight before the rain. Man, this is ridiculous. It's been cloudy all day and look at this sun. I'm gonna have to put some sun cream on even though it's 6:30. And with that, I'll leave you to it. Cheers guys.